What's going on, all you chess enthusiasts? Logan Myerz back here for Cinephellas.com. Tonight, I'm going to be talking about a show I just binge-watched on Netflix, 7 episodes. I'm talking about The Queen's Gambit, starring Anya Taylor-Joy, and it's currently available. And god damn it, it's really good. To set up the show, we have Anya Taylor-Joy. She plays Beth Harmon. She's 9 years old in the first episode. She's an orphan. She lives in this state facility, doesn't really have many friends, and really kind of looking to find herself and find things she's really interested in. And she meets this janitor played by Bill Camp, and he shows her how to play chess, which really sets up the rest of the show. And her being a young 9-year-old child, she's really good at playing chess. She catches on really quick, and the janitor shows her how to play the game. He's really impressed with her abilities being a young child and seeing that she has something special. She's very talented, and she goes on and plays like high schoolers and older people, and mostly men. The Queen's Gambit takes place in the 1960s, predominantly males back then. You know, the women were stay at home with the kids and cooking and all that, very sexist. But in this show, that's pretty much the setup of it. She's a female in a male-dominated world, and she's a young kid, and she learns how to play chess, and she takes on, different characters throughout the show, starting in the U.S., starting in Kentucky, Lexington, Kentucky, playing local competitions. She keeps winning, beating all the guys, and it's really funny throughout the entire series, the 7 episodes, as she gets better and better and takes on these larger-than-life characters, starting in the U.S., which eventually leads to the big competition in Russia. And I don't know why this is in TV and movies, but Russia's always the bad guys, always have the worst villains, and in this TV show, they definitely have that. He's the main bad guy, or the really talented chess player. He's the master, and that's really towards the end of the show. But it's just pretty funny, in TV and films, it's always like the U.S. versus Russia, and even in chess, that's how it is. Anya Taylor-Joy, she really is stunning, really spectacular in this series, playing Beth Harmon, kind of the introvert, really kind of awkward, doesn't have a lot of friends. Only people she becomes friends with are males that play chess, and you can see that she is talented and has a lot of capabilities when it comes to playing chess and memorizing plays. And the facility she's staying at, they're feeding the kids pills, and she gets hooked on pills at a very young age, which sets up this really great shot in the first episode of her sneaking in to steal a bunch of these pills while the rest of the people there are watching a movie. And just the way that it was filmed and her taking all of that, you could see what this kid is going through at a young age of 9 and not really feeling part of anything except playing chess and being really good at that. And that really intrigues her and really makes her dive into the game further and further, reading up on it and really becoming a master herself over the years. But early on in the show, she really does have an addiction to pills, and then later in life, she has other addictions that she has to fight and overcome. So with Beth Harmon playing the game and really kicking ass and winning one competition after the next, starting in Kentucky and then the Midwest and all over, and then leading to other countries, we're introduced to a lot of quirky characters. One being Benny, played by Brodie-Sangster. Love this actor. He was in Game of Thrones, been in a bunch of things. But he's like the cowboy character. He's a really good chess player, and he's always talking to Beth at these different competitions. They spark a little, relationship throughout the show, and they become pretty good friends, but I loved his character. Another character in the show is Harry Melling. He's another local master, really good chess player, and that's played by Harry Melling, which has been showing up in a lot of Netflix shows and movies as of late. And if you guys don't know who that is, think about Dudley from Harry Potter. Yes, the chubby cousin that was always a dick to Harry. He's grown up now. He's skinny. He's kind of weird looking. He's got a big head. And he's skinny and big shoulders, and his eyes are really close together. There's that meme going around, if Anya Taylor-Joy and Harry Melling had a kid, their eyes would be normal. But you know what? I love this actor. He's not a new actor. He's been acting since he was a kid, but he's showing up in a lot of movies and TV shows and showing that he can really act. He's not going to be typecast as that, dick he was as a kid. He's a really good actor, and he's been playing these southern characters that live down south. So he's pulling off the southern accent pretty good for an English lad like himself. I really loved his relationship with Beth, and he really kind of guides her in the right direction, helps her train to get better and better for all these competitions leading to the U.S. Open. They really captured the 1960s perfectly. This reminded me much of Mad Men on AMC. That was a really fantastic show if you guys have not seen that, but took place during the same kind of time, and it's a period piece having to do with the 1960s and a predominant male-driven world, and you're having a woman chess player, so there's a lot of issues that they come across in the series, and a lot of things, a lot of feelings you have towards Anya Taylor-Joy's character being Elizabeth Harmon, everything she's coming across as a woman in the 1960s. She's not staying at home taking care of kids and cooking. She's a really phenomenal chess player. She's really talented. And each person she takes on, she just defeats and makes them look stupid. And I just love how she gets better and better at the game. And it's really given a big middle finger to the men that are, always trying to talk down to her and things like that. She's really a special person, and she can overcome the male population. I love the overall feel of the show. I love the cinematography and even the music. A lot of great classic music in this. Costume set design, it really felt like we were going back in the 1960s. And leading up to the final episode where she plays against the master himself, the Russian, in the championship. And you guys can probably guess what happens or who wins. But it's the way they go about it's really great. With the Russian having a team of people, they can continue to win, but it's only Beth and her friends that are really helping her to perfect the game and take the championship. So there's a lot on the line. The stakes are high in the show. It just gets better and better each episode. And you're not really sure if Beth is going to survive. I really went in with low expectations, but I got hooked on it like super quick, just the way it was filmed and the characters and the overall premise. And I breezed through all the episodes and had an absolute blast. And I don't think it really ever got boring. It was a bit slow at times, but for the most part, it was very interesting. So with that being said, I had an absolute blast with The Queen's Gambit that's currently streaming on Netflix. 7 episodes. It's really easy to binge through. Really great directing, really great cinematography, score, set design, costume design. Anya Taylor-Joy really kills this performance, and she really carries this show. Even though I did like some of the supporting cast are really good, but she really carries this. And I feel really bad because the last movie that Anya Taylor-Joy was in was New Mutants, and I tore her apart in that movie, and that was more the directing of that movie and the writing of her character. Wasn't saying she's a bad actress, but I feel really bad about that because she is a phenomenal young actress, and I can't wait to see where she goes. And I can't wait to see her performance in the upcoming Edgar Wright movie, Last Night in Soho, horror flick. I can't wait to see what she does in that movie. So sorry about the bad review in New Mutants, but that movie sucked, so sorry about that. So I'm giving The Queen's Gambit a 4.5 out of 5 Anya Taylor-Joy hair pieces. So I'm interested in hearing your guys' thoughts on this series. What did you like about it? What didn't you like about it? What did you guys think of the ending? Let us know in the comments below, and don't forget to hit subscribe. This is Logan Myerz signing out with Beth Harmon up here. Are you gonna move there or what? Until the next TV review. Cheers!